I have it in my hot little hands. I have been waiting for this since the last sentence of Fourth Wing. It came yesterday, but I had to finish The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches, which was fabulous, by the way, and we'll talk about that later because I have Iron Flame in my hands. There are no dragons, so I'm a little sad about that, but that's okay. It is 623 pages. I can't wait. This book is so pretty. We've got a map here. And a map here. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I'm really sad that I was sick last week because if I had gotten this last week, I could have just sat here and read. But it didn't happen. I was sick last week and I got the book this week. Fate is cruel. So anyway, in case you couldn't tell, this is the book that I will be reading next. I have a couple of other books that I want to read for November, but I'm not really stacking my TBR. I don't enter my face. I'm not really stacking it because, I mean, I know I'm going to get to it, but I hate planning my reading for a whole month because, you know, I have things that are pre-ordered that come in, and I'm like, ooh, I really want to read this, but I don't have room on my TBR, so what am I supposed to do? So I have, what is it? I have four books listed. Iron Flame is the first one. The first one. I will be reading this. Okay. And then I got two books from Book of the Month this month. One of them is What the River Knows by Isabel Ibanez. I know probably a lot of people have seen or heard of this one. It's all over the place out there. A divine exploration, a deadly secret, a desire she can't escape. So I'm excited to read this one. And then Again and Again by Jonathan Evison. Forget what this one was about. I remember reading it and going, ooh, that sounds good. From one of America's greatest, most creative novelists comes again and again a poignant and endlessly surprising story about love lost, found, and redeemed. Who is Eugene Miles, a lonely old man clinging to his delusions and rehearsing his fantasies, or a legitimate anomaly? A 1,000-year-old man who continues to search for the love he lost so long ago. I remember this now. What we do know is that Gino is living out his final days in an elder care facility, bored and curmudgeonly as he struggles to connect with his new nursing assistant, Angel. Gino's latest caregiver is skeptical of his insistence on having lived a string of lives dating all the way back to medieval Spain, where, as a petty thief, he first lucked upon love only to lose it and spend the next 1,000 years trying to recapture it. That's enough. Again and Again. This one sounds really good. And then Darcy Coates. If you guys have not read Darcy Coates, you need to pick her up. She is so creepy and spooky. Unabashedly so. Like, she is the queen of spooky. There was one book where this woman inherited a house, and it was like on the outskirts of a town, like out in the woods, and there was something haunted in it, and she had to will you please excuse me? My dogs are barking at 7:24 in the morning. They're outside in the yard barking, and I need to go yell at them. I'll be right back. Hello. I'm back. Said dogs are now. I'm going to turn this a little bit because the sun is bothering me. said dogs are now in the house. So anyway, I was oh, Darcy Coates. Yeah. So the house was on the outskirts of town, and there was something haunted there, and she found something. I'm not gonna say. I'm just gonna say something. She found something in the woods that was looking at her, and then it was crawling all over the house like overnight. It was so creepy. My mother laughs and says she can only read Darcy Coates' sentence at a time. She gets in your head, and I am so excited to read this book. I do have it in e-form, but like I said, this is my problem, okay? When I get into a book, I am in that book, okay? I am in it. I am in that world. I am right there taking part in whatever else is going on. And I lose track of time very easily. Ask my husband. He gets lost in time in the garage working on his Mustang, and I get lost in time on the couch reading a book. Okay. So, anyway, when I'm reading on on my Nook, EPUB, Kobo, whatever you have, when I'm reading on my tablet, if I read too long, I get massive headaches. So, it never used to bother me, and it's been bothering me more and more. Hence why I do not get all of, I don't buy all of the books, that's what I should say. I do have quite the little library here, but the books that I have, the books that I own, are books that I absolutely love. So they're like a collection. Some people collect, I don't know. I don't know. What do people collect nowadays? I don't know. Like when I was younger, it was Princess House crystals and those little figurines. I forget what they were called. I don't know what they were called because I didn't collect any of them. I am a collector of books. So, yeah, I'm just, letting you know. But I do borrow books from the library if they're books that I do not wish to purchase and I do not wish to have. Like A Covenant of Water. I knew I didn't want to keep that one, so I borrowed that one from the library. It's just each book is I'm selective about whether I own it, whether I borrow it, or whether I read it in e-form. So anyway, this is the first physical Darcy Coates that I have. And I'm so glad I did. Do you see all of these colors in there? This is almost a drawing, right? It says, in the dark, in the night, he'll pull you apart, he'll sew you up tight. Rule number 1, stay indoors after nightfall or you'll be taken. This is the first page. Okay, here's the second and third page. This is not a graphic novel because here we start reading. Okay, and then there's lots of reading to be done, and then whoops, part 2. It's part 2. Part 2. So I am excited to get to this. I wish I had gotten this for October because she is a perfect October person to read. Does that make sense? Yeah, she's perfect to read during spooky season. However, I don't care. I read scary books all throughout the year. It's just in October. I'm like, oh my God. That's all I crave. So anyway, those are, oh, and then there was another one. This one is an ebook, and it is called Salt and Broom by Sharon Lynn Fisher. It says, a gifted healer unravels the mysteries of a cursed estate and its enigmatic owner in a witchy retelling of Jane Eyre. I don't know. I think that sounds pretty interesting. So I have that in e-form, and I will read that at some point. I think that's it. My problem is I have so many books that I am dying to read. I want to read them so badly. Um, I have Justin Cronin's The Ferryman because I loved The Passage. Did you guys read the Passage trilogy? I love that. I could not put that down. Um, that is a story about um, there is a bug that goes around, and if you're affected by it, it turns you into a vampire. Basically, they call them virals, but basically they're vampires because they eat you. Um, so it starts out, where it's just starting and people are starting to freak out, and then it jumps ahead like 50 years or something, and it's people that are how they've learned to cope with this. They've built these walled cities to keep the virals out and stuff like that. Um, and they're trying to figure out what happened and how to correct it. Um, and there, because there's one little girl that is immune and is kind of like the mother of the virals and everything, and she is the secret to saving the world. And she's like 100 years old by the end of the story. Like, she doesn't die. I'm not doing it any justice. The book is way better than that. So you could try that. But he came out with a new book, The Ferryman, and I really want to read that. That's sitting there. I have Curious Tides. I have Starling House, which, again, everybody is talking about. The Unmaking of June Farrow. Dying to read that one. Rouge. The Hurricane Wars. Still haven't read Legends and Lattes. And I will be getting Bookshops and Bone Dust, or Bone Dust and Bookshops. I'm not sure which way. I forget which way it goes, but that'll be coming next week. It should be in the mail. So yeah. And I'm just going to go off on a little rant here about Barnes and Noble. Okay. So if I pre-order something through Amazon, and I don't know if we've had this conversation before, but we're going to have it now. And if we've already had it, you can skip ahead and you don't have to listen to it. However, on Amazon, I pre-order a book. Okay. I can see it in my orders. It's crystal clear. They're in order of when they will come out. I can see that I've ordered it. Okay. Oh, look at this. The day came. It is 11/7. And Iron Flame was released today. Guess what I have in my hand today? Iron Flame. Yeah, just saying. Barnes & Noble, however, I will not be pre-ordering anything from them. It's not that I will not be giving them my business. I do buy things from Barnes & Noble. However, this is my problem. Yesterday was Tuesday. It was November 7th, the day Iron Flame came out. I did not order Iron Flame through Barnes & Noble, but I did order Bookshops and Bone Dust through Barnes & Noble. Where is my Bookshops and Bone Dust? It's still in their sorting center. Instead of shipping it so that way I have it on the day that it's released, they mail it on the day it's released. They pull it and mail it they start their fulfillment procedures on the day it's released. So now I don't get the pre-orders until a week later, because they don't send it by UPS either. They don't send it overnight. No, they send it by snail mail. Not that that's it's definitely a first world problem. It's definitely a first world problem. However, I don't understand why it's released and I have to wait a week for it after I've already paid for it. I want it. I want it on the day it's released. So any pre-orders that I will be doing, I will most likely be doing them through Amazon. They're easier to follow. They're I get them on the day of release. Barnes & Noble, their orders, you know what I have to do? I have to go back through all of my orders for the past 18 months, because that's as far back as you can go, for the past 18 months, and look, ship, 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 processing. Okay, which one is this? Or did I pre-order that book? Wait, let me go back through my orders. So now I got to go back through all my orders. Ship, 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 ship. Open. All right. Click. Nope, it's not that one. Okay, go back. Ship, 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 ship. Page 2. Ship, ship, ship. Oh, here's another order with the pre-order. Click. Nope, it's not that one. Barnes & Noble. Make your website more accessible for people. Make it easy. Why is there not a pre-order section on my account? Seems pretty simple to me. Pretty simple. I don't know. Whatever. So anyway, I'm sorry. I got myself all in work. I'm all worked up now. So anyway. Oh, what was the other book? The other book that I wanted to read this month was Lilith. This is another one in e-form. It is, I don't know who it's by because it doesn't say. But it's called Lilith. Basically, what it is, you know how there was Adam and Eve in the beginning? Eve was made from Adam's rib, so that way she is beneath him. Before Eve, Adam had another wife. Yeah, the Bible doesn't tell you that. But Adam had another wife named Lilith, who was made from the earth, same as Adam. So she was equal to him. And I guess she caused some issues. She caused some problems. So they kicked her out of Eden. And then God said, oh, let's fix this. Let's make Adam a mate, but somebody who is beneath him. So don't even get me started. But anyway, this is the story of Lilith. So will be read on this will be read in EPUB at some point this month. I don't know when, because the only thing I can focus on right now is Iron Flame. So I am going to sign off for now. 7:38. I have like 20 minutes before I have to leave. Should I read for 20 minutes? I don't know. Should I read? I'm going to tell you. I totally forgot how Fourth Wing ended. So I just remembered it. So I'm so excited. I can't wait to pick this up. Although I do really hate it when they end on a cliffhanger and I don't have the next book. But I was even thinking of like getting this one and setting it aside until the third one comes out. But I can't wait. I just can't. I can't. So this is what I'll be reading this week. I am sure you will hear about it from me and everybody else out there. Sorry. All right, I'm going to get going. I'm going to go to work, and then I'm going to come home and get lost in my book. I hope you guys have a great day. Happy Friday, fellow book lovers. I have something very exciting to show you. Are you ready? It's a baby. Hi. We got him yesterday. I haven't had him for 24 hours yet. His name is Maxwell. Isn't he so cute? Yeah. So my groomer came to cut my puppy dog's nails, and she was telling me about her summer project, which was that she has a camp that has a feral colony of cats. So they had spent the summer trying to catch the cats, have them be spayed and then re-release them. But there were some kittens. Yeah, there were some babies. And this was the last one that she had. And remember I told you my cat went missing about 8 weeks ago? Guess who's 8 weeks old? I know. Oh, you're such a good baby. Maxwell's such a good baby. So I have a new little friend. Isn't he so sweet? Oh, I mean, maybe, I don't know. Maybe you're not a cat lover. I am. I love kitties. All right, we'll talk some books later. I just wanted to introduce you to little tiny Maxwell. Say hi. Hi.